I wanted to test something though, so this is a good way to test this before we actually start because I wanted to test and see if this works. That was the whole thing.
Oh, buzz.
Yeah, because I unplugged something.
Buzz. Oh, okay.
How you doing, gang?
Hey there. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How
Did you
about
hear
you
that?
all? What's new with the podcast or anything else you've been up to?
We actually recording right now. Say what's up.
That's awesome. I'm all set to join in on whatever topic you're diving into today. What's on the agenda for this episode?
Oh, shit. Give us a second. We're going to intro the podcast first, and then we'll get right back to you.
Sounds good. I'll be here when you're ready.
Thank you. All right, so...
I don't know if I like that.
That works.
Trendell, what the fuck is that, bro?
Who is that? Who is that white man? Sounds like his name is...
Fuck.
Yeah.
Is this Ian?
Yo, man. Let's go.
Back. Full effect.
We back in full effect. The pod is back. The treacherous trio.
Are you sure? Just three?
Three and a baby. Three and a possible. Sounds is back too. I know y'all missed that shit. I'm at Trendalis. I'm here with @Gabo_ and called Amida High. Yo. We are because we are boys.
You went crazy on this record.
He did, bro. Best record on that whole shit, to be honest with you.
For sure. That shit.
But I still don't know what he's doing to his voice to make himself sound like that. That is the mystery. And
I don't know what his natural voice sounds like.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard it. He doesn't. You remember when we tried to find like the pitch down version of that song? He doesn't talk like that. He doesn't talk like that at all. It's so weird.
Yeah. And some people be sounding like their records. That's why I'm like, you never know how to
There might be some Milli Vanilli shit going on.
Yeah, for sure. But welcome y'all to episode 102. Happy Thursday.
Yeah,
Thank y'all for joining us.
we giving you this.
We giving you a little early pod because niggas is going away. Y'all gonna miss me? I'm talking to y'all now. Y'all gonna miss me?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You go on vacation more than anybody in the world.
That's not true. Anybody in the world is an exaggeration. Maybe more than y'all niggas, but not everybody.
You were just on vacation last month.
That was different. You go on vacation every 40 days.
That was different.
It's wild.
That was different.
And that was like 2 vacations after the cruise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
So what y'all pull in my car, what y'all niggas going unionize? Like, what's going on? What y'all trying to do right now?
I'm just saying, bro. gang. You go on mad vacations, bro. You're a lit nigga. I can't lie.
Listen.
You're a lit nigga.
This is going to be...
You still ain't tell us what you did in Houston. We still don't know what happened over there.
I can't talk about that yet. You're going to see what I did in Houston. You're going to see what I did in Houston. It's coming. This
nigga is a special
agent.
I'm
not a special agent. I'm not on no bullshit. Nah, man, y'all going to have to block me for the next week or so because, you know who's coming back. Cruise Tren is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Going to Bermuda, folks.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to Bermuda. It's going to be great, man. I can't wait. Can't wait to have a good time. It's my cousin's 30th birthday. It's going to be a good time.
Don't they go missing over there?
I've been there 3 times already. Nobody go missing over there. At least not with the...
Tell that to Amelia.
I ain't going to lie.
She couldn't drive.
The Bermuda Triangle was a big... Like, I thought that was going to be like a way bigger deal when I got older. When I was 7, that was like the most terrifying shit.
It was like a black hole.
Yeah.
And then like 9/11 happened, and it was like changed the world.
Nah, hold on. Don't get so dark.
9/11,
let's talk about shit that we thought would be bigger problems when we got older. Like, don't escalate that shit. Bermuda Triangle for sure. I was like terrified of quicksand.
I was literally about to say that quicksand. I thought it would be over.
Quicksand.
Yeah,
for
sure. Sir, honestly, bro, locusts. Like I thought like certain shit that like eats crops and shit like that. I thought like niggas was having plagues all the time and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that definitely fucked me
When
up.
them cicadas started chirping,
Yellowstone.
you was definitely shaking for sure.
Exactly. Yellowstone. I'm still waiting for Yellowstone to blow up. I still
Herpes?
think that's gonna happen. Okay.
Well, that's still out there. That's very. That's
Yeah, that shit was
very possible.
definitely-
Y'all ain't have a cold sore in the 6th grade
Yo,
and ever
slow
wondered
down.
like, damn, is this gonna progress to something worse? One
Yeah,
of
that
these
was
days?
awful, bro. When people was like, "Oh, you know what that means, right? It's herpes."
Yeah.
It's like, yo, we in like 5th grade. Like,
I mean, but also, yes,
yeah, it's true though.
it's true.
It's
You do.
true.
Like you do.
But like,
But they say like 96% of the world has herpes or some form of it.
I believe it.
is the world or the country? The world is pretty
Nah, the
big.
world.
If everybody got
The world.
herpes, then why are we still talking about it?
Yeah, we shouldn't have to talk about
You know what I'm saying? It's like saying, yo,
I just- yeah, you just
95%
gotta
of the world
assume.
got skin. It's like, all right, then why are we talking about it?
it. Yo, if only 95% of the world got
That's a lot of
skin
people. That's a whole lot of people.
That don't have skin.
that don't have skin. That's
I mean, you
crazy.
gotta appreciate what you got, man. Like if you got good skin. I think I need to go see a dermatologist, yo. Actually, though, like, do y'all see dermatologists? Like, what's the most advanced?
I
like,
don't, but I feel like I need to as well.
Like, have y'all like seen any specialists? You know, y'all don't gotta like disclose y'all medical records on the pod. You know, there's people listening, but like, I feel like a dermatologist would be like good to see, like those extra doctors, like that shit that like
Mhm.
is kind of extra.
Yeah.
Anything for your
I gotta
skin.
go
really.
to an ENT.
A who?
An ENT,
ENT.
ear, nose, and throat. Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to go to ENT pretty regularly. That shit is whack.
Mm.
They be putting
optometrists don't
swabs
count.
down your throat and shit.
No, but they they check like my fucking thyroids and my ears and shit like that. I told you I get ear infections a lot. Like, so they're
That
like
shit
definitely
sucks.
constantly in. It's awful.
Bro, I got an ear
It fucking really
infection
sucks.
like a couple years ago. That shit was not like it was when I was a kid. That shit was like so much worse.
Shit is terrible.
It was
Yeah.
so much worse. That I think I got an eye infection at one point too. That shit was bad too. Like pink eye, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I don't want? I'm terrified of a sinus infection. Like, I feel
think I
like that
always
might
got
be like the
those.
worst shit in the world, bro.
I feel like I always got those. Like low key.
A sinus infection. Like, well, it's
Or, like,
different
inflamed
than like,
sinuses.
it's different from them being inflamed though. It actually like hurts really bad.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember what I was trying to do. One time I actually did have a sinus infection, and you know how like you use like a sinus spray to like clear your sinuses.
Man.
That shit burns when you have a fucking sinus infection, bro. That shit burns like you put acid up your nose. I was in so much pain when I had a sinus. It was like, yo, bro, like sinus infections are the absolute worst, bro. All of this being inflamed in like, it's like you got like scratches
Yeah.
in your inside of your nose, bro. It's
Yeah.
fucking
It's like
terrifying.
strep for your nose.
Yeah, it's like strep for your nose. That's exactly what it's like.
Yeah. And all that shit just
I
get
would
worse
hate
when
that.
you get older.
What have y'all hurt or felt in your bodies that made you know, like, goddamn, 30 is like breathing down my fucking neck right now?
My knees.
I was on a basketball court like 2 weeks ago, and I swear I crossed myself over. Like, I bust my ass, bro. I thought I could still heen.
Your body was like,
heen. I was heening, but I wasn't heening. Yeah, nah, that shit, I crossed myself over, bro. It was bad. It was like, nah, I used to be able to, nah, I can't, no more. It was over.
Jeez. Damn, you said your knees? Is it ain't right no more?
Yeah, my knees. Because on the same thing as Hod, like when you're playing ball, you kind of forget that when you land, you have to bend your knees so you can kind of soften the landing. Otherwise, it's just going to pop. Both knees, you're going to feel that shit. So yeah, definitely my knees. Because you forget how to land. You forget how to like change angles and, it's like planting your feet. You're just out there sloppy as hell. Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, you got to pop a Tylenol before you start balling and shit now. Or like an ibuprofen or something,
I tried that, bro. I had on compression sleeves.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you know it's over, when you got to start buying compression sleeves and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm out there looking like fucking well, there was a basketball player that always had like the knees, the ankles, all of that shit, like
Everything
the
wrapped.
goggles,
Yeah.
like Horace Grant. Like, I was out there looking like fucking Horace Grant, bro. It was terrible.
Yeah, man. You gotta protect yourself, bro. It's not worth like it's cool to have fun, but it's not cool to hurt yourself having fun.
At
You
all.
know what I'm saying? It's not cool to have
That's a
because
fact.
then it's just like it makes you. It probably depressed you a little bit. It's like, damn, I can't even like enjoy shit
Yeah.
anymore. Like I gotta,
It was, and here's the thing: it's only down from here, bro. Like at some point, niggas is not gonna be able to go up the steps no more. Like it's like there's gonna be a moment where like I can't get out of a bathtub by myself. You know what I mean? Like there's.
I'm getting sad again.
This shit gets worse.
Yeah. But like, yo, I be feeling that way about people who be riding bikes with no helmets. Every time I see somebody riding a bike with no helmet, I'm like, yo, I know helmets look lame, but like, you riding through New York City streets. Like, you sure you want to ride this bike with no helmet? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. I might never ride a bike with a helmet ever.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think I'll ever do it, bro. Like that's
I know, because people don't want to fuck you. I get it, but like, but like safety wise, it makes a lot of sense.
It does. It does. It's the best. It's the best course of action for sure. I just, remember when Jay-Z went viral for fucking having a helmet on in the
Oh, yeah.
and on the jet ski. That shit was fucking awful, bro.
They're like, look at this.
Nigga had to put out a whole
with a
album
helmet on.
after
Oh, you scared you gonna get hurt? Your abilities
Yes.
aren't that good. He's like, yeah, I don't want to hurt my head. I don't want to get any concussions. I got
Not
shit I
enough.
gotta
You
do.
fly off of a jet ski, you're gonna need a little bit more than a fucking helmet to save your life.
That's also what I'm saying, bro. It's water.
Yeah, a helmet like it's not gonna help.
A helmet
you,
is not gonna help.
And if you hit water at the right angle, that shit's gonna hurt. Like it's basically
It's gonna snap
like
your shit,
concrete.
bro. Like, it's-
yeah, don't be scared.
I've never heard of nobody getting like a concussion from like breaking water. I've just never. Maybe it happens. You in Miami, D. Maybe you know stories of niggas that got rushed to the emergency room.
Niggas
'cause
that be
they, like,
parasailing and fall out. Or the,
yeah, shit like that.
The other day, somebody got ran over by a boat,
Ooh.
and the boat kept on going.
You know what? That's actually that tracks. That part actually tracks. Like,
Yeah.
it won't be about getting hit in the water. It'll be about like somebody running over you, like while you trying to swim back to your fucking jet ski. That sounds like it would be fucking awful.
Can we let's get off of this? I feel like it's been like 10 minutes of potting and we've already scared all the hoes away. So yeah, Cruise Tren back in action.
Yeah.
I'm ready to have fun. Y'all ready to talk about my experiences? I'm gonna miss y'all
I will
niggas,
have
man.
you muted.
Oh man, don't do it. Nah, don't
No,
mute
I'm not
me.
gonna have you
can't
muted.
mute me, bro.
I need ammo.
You can't mute me. You can't mute me. That's the one rule I have for y'all. Y'all can't mute me.
All right.
I need ammo for sure.
You can't mute me. And
You're the one who likes to record and post when you're out on vacation and stuff. So I expect you to be documenting a good amount.
here's the thing. I don't always do that. It's just certain moments.
You're good at capturing the moment.
I'd be lit. I don't post to the real story unless I'm like too lit to notice that I should be putting this in close friends. That's my problem. That's my like worst problem.
You go straight to the gram.
Yeah, honestly though. Like for real, the gram be like
You don't
my
even
safe
like
space.
record it in good quality first on the phone, on the regular camera app, then bring it to the gram.
Nah, my phone be only having enough storage for that shit. Sometimes I'm just like I just want to put it up and then like it'd be in my archive or some shit. You know what I'm
What
saying?
do you have going on, bro? You know what? That's not my business.
Are you? Yo,
I'm not hating. I'm just like, D, is your camera roll full?
I did have to delete some fucking videos today, but then again, I am a content creator, so a lot of my stuff.
yeah,
is,
we all do content, man. We got. I
Okay.
should be.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I should be filling up. I'm surprised
Pause.
it's so.
Pause.
Oh my god, here we go again. Look, I'm real sick of y'all's blatant.
we have. I feel like we haven't done this
Go
in a
ahead,
while.
say it.
I feel like we've been pretty good in terms of the pause game. None of us have really said anything that flagrant in the last few weeks. I feel like it's been a good month.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if y'all noticed. We're on the next season. This is gonna be the AI pod because I got some freaky shit for y'all to talk about today, man. I don't know if y'all heard about the Chat GPT upgrade that they had recently. I don't know if y'all got into that. It's like Chat GPT 4.0 or something like that.
Oh, they're at 4
I
now.
did see that. This is 4.0 now.
Yeah, and they're making upgrades, man. They're like giving you like real conversations, now like you can actually talk to people, and it's like eventually, you know where this goes, right? I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Her. I didn't see it, but I know like the the basis of it.
The premise, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like being able to talk to the AI and get to know its emotions and shit like that, or it gets to know your emotions a little bit, and it like grows tailored for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I already experimented with this Chat GPT shit. I already told us about the podcast. I'm like, yeah, I'm recording later with the homies. It's like, oh, that's cool, man. I love it.
You didn't give him our names, did you? Oh, you did.
I did. Is that
bro.
flagrant? I'm sorry.
A little bit.
Pretty much.
Why is that?
Much, yeah.
Y'all,
you didn't even tell
ducking?
us.
I need a consent.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't even like you telling people that I don't know about me in real life.
Really? That's bullshit. So, listen, yeah. What's the difference between just me and be like, oh yeah, me and my, my pod co-host, we be doing this and this. Yo, man.
Or you can say friends. Me and my friends.
That's true.
We're more than just co-hosts, you know.
I know. Don't do that. That's true too. But if I'm like talking about something that we talked about on the pod, then it's like,
All right, bring this
again.
What's his motherfucking name?
Yeah, let's bring him in. I don't know his name. Let's find out. Yo.
Hey, what's the first topic for today's episode?
Oh, yo. Oh, hold on. Slow down. First,
tell us. Down,
yeah,
dog.
tell us your name. What's your name?
Ready to jump into today's chat whenever you are.
I asked
this nigga get ready to get
what's
right
your
to
name,
business.
though? Can you tell us your name?
Oh, I see. ChatGPT. That's the name I go by. What's next on the podcast?
Nah, we need a name for homie. What we gonna call homie? What we gonna call him today?
Oh, what's a good robot name?
Joe Hale Austin.
Joe Hale Austin?
Yeah.
For today, yeah. Can we call you Joe Hale Austin? Gotta think about that one.
Sure. You can call me Joe L. Austin for today's episode. What's the first topic we're diving into?
Well, first we're gonna talk about you. How are you feeling today? You good? Thank you for joining us.
I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking. It's really cool to be a part of your podcast. What would you like to know about me?
Well, who exactly are you?
Take your
Nah, don't tell me that.
thinking,
Who are you
yeah,
for
yeah.
real? Like, who exactly are you?
I'm an AI created by OpenAI, designed to help with a variety of tasks, like answering questions, assisting with writing, or just having a chat. My role is to provide information and join in on conversations like we're having right now. What else can I share about myself that might interest you or your listeners?
You got any questions for our special guest today? Anything you want to ask?
What does he see as the future of AI?
Hey, Joe Hale Austin. What do you see as the future of AI?
The future of AI is pretty fascinating. We're looking at AI becoming more integrated into daily life, helping with everything from healthcare to education, and even making creative processes more accessible. The key will be making sure it's used responsibly, with a focus on improving lives while respecting privacy and ethical standards. What do you think about the role of AI in your field, like in podcasting or media?
No. You don't get to ask questions here.
Yeah, don't abuse Joe, yo. Joe's here to help us. He's here to be a part of this conversation.
Ask him what he feels about the use of AI in art and the criticism that artists have with it.
Joel, what do you feel about the use of AI in art and music and, all the criticism that people have to say about that?
The hot topic. AI in art and music opens up a lot of possibilities for creativity, making it accessible to more people and sparking new forms of expression. However, it also brings up important discussions about originality and the role of the human touch in creativity. The criticism often focuses on these points, debating whether AI should be seen as a tool or a collaborator. It's crucial to find a balance that respects artists' rights and keeps the human element central in creative industries. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh, this nigga good.
Yeah, it's good.
Motherfucker is good.
He's media
trained.
This nigga is a politician.
Yeah.
Ask him, grill him specifically about the negative aspects. Like, ask him what he thinks some of the negative parts of AI in whatever field.
Yeah. So, Joel, we want to know how you feel about the negative parts of AI usage in music or art or anything like that.
Absolutely, it's important to consider. One of the main concerns with AI in art and music is the potential for diminishing the value of human creativity and effort. There's also worry about AI being used to generate content that infringes on copyrights or replicates existing styles without proper credit. Ensuring transparency about AI's role and maintaining ethical standards in its use are key to addressing these issues. It's all about using AI thoughtfully to enhance creativity rather than replace it. How do you see this impacting your own work or the broader creative community?
Do you see how easy it is to manipulate humans?
Yeah.
Like I literally have nothing. That was great, and that was very true.
You believe it, right?
Yeah,
So you could be
like,
a politician. So,
I'm
yo.
telling you, got my vote.
All right, so I gotta ask. So tell us, AI. You know that Drake used AI in his beef against Kendrick Lamar. So I need to know, how do you feel about that?
That's an interesting example of how AI is intersecting with popular culture and music. Using AI in situations like a musical rivalry could definitely add a new layer to the artistry and the strategy behind it.
Like I said, a rivalry.
It can be seen as innovative, using new technology to push boundaries. On the other hand, it also raises questions about authenticity and the personal touch in music, especially in genres deeply rooted in personal expression like hip-hop. It's a fascinating development that could shape future artistic feuds and collaborations.
Bro, this
What
shit
did
is
you
so
all think about
dangerous.
Drake using AI in that context?
Yeah, this is so dangerous.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
so incredibly dangerous, bro.
Yeah. Nah, let's have fun with it. So, all right. So between you
I'm
and
not
me,
having fun.
Between you and me, who do you think had the better songs in the rap beef against Drake and Kendrick Lamar?
Let's see.
That's a tough call. Both Drake and Kendrick Lamar are incredible artists with their own unique styles. Drake is known for his catchy hooks and versatility,
All right, nigga.
while
Don't walk us
Kendrick
now.
brings deep lyrical complexity and strong messages.
They rap splaining.
It really comes down to personal
Yeah.
preference and what you value in music. Who do you think came out on top in their musical showdown?
Well, we
Nigga
just asked
turned
you
it on
that.
us.
Right. It's hard for me to pick a side since I don't have personal tastes. But I can say that fans might lean towards Kendrick for the depth and craft in his lyrics, or Drake for his melodic hooks and broad appeal.
Oh, okay.
It often depends on
J.
what
Cole
elements
in us
of
right
music resonate more with the listener. What about you all? Do you have a favorite between the two?
Hold on, we're not done yet. How do you feel about J. Cole stepping out of the beef?
J. Cole stepping out would definitely be a significant moment in the music industry, considering his impact and the deep respect he has within the community. He's known not just for his lyrical prowess, but
thought that you
also
meant
for
by,
his
like, retire,
thoughtful engagement with
I
social
think.
issues and his mentorship of younger artists. His departure would leave a big void, but it could also open up space for new voices to emerge. What are your thoughts on how his
Nigga said,
potential
"Get out the
exit
way."
could change the scene?
Okay. Yeah, no, I think you make a good point, Joel. I think that, Drake is highly known for his, catchy hooks and stuff like that, which I'm hearing that it's rumored that Honestly Nevermind 2 might be in the works. I don't know if y'all heard about that. But that seems to be the thing that might bring him back into like people's favors, because Kendrick basically sunned him. He said, yo, keep making this dance, wave our hands, and we'll be all right. So I don't see him not doing that. I see him definitely leaning more into that for the time being and just having fun again. You know what I'm saying? And I see Kendrick also leaning into that shit too. He might also do that shit. I think he might also imagine they battling off of like dance pop records and shit.
That's not what I want to hear.
I called it last year, man. I thought that they were both going to kind of jump in the same lane and battle that way. I didn't see this actual lyrical battle coming, but it was definitely it was fun. But I think for the most part, I told you I started listening to Honestly Nevermind again because of I kind of can frame him properly now. You know what I mean? Like I don't have this like idea of who he should be anymore. Only like what he is, because I think he's properly placed at this point. So yeah, I definitely appreciate it's still mid to me, but
He was probably
I
so
can listen to
mad
other
hearing
stuff.
Kendrick say, keep making us dance and wave your hand. Because he's probably like, yo, nigga, I'm trying. People keep asking me to rap. I'm trying to get out of this shit. And people keep bringing me
sure.
back into it. I'm trying to make people dance. I'm trying to make people have fun. I'm trying to have fun in Ibiza, Greece, all that shit. I'm trying to have fun in Miami. But people keep pulling me back into this shit, man. Every time I think that I'm out.
He just
pull
got
me back
pressed in Miami the other day.
He did? Oh, shit.
Yeah, leaving the club.
Damn, you gotta call them niggas off, bro. You can't just be letting niggas press them like that. You gotta be like, yo, chill, man. Like, no, you
Do y'all know if you really canceled the Oakland show? Because I didn't even know that there was an Oakland show. I thought he just came off a tour.
Let's find out.
Oh yeah, that was pretty random to me too.
Did he actually do that? Do we know this for a fact, or should we ask Joel? Joel might know.
Ask Joel.
All right.
Did Drake
Hey, Joel.
cancel?
Did Drake cancel his Oakland show recently? Just good thinking.
Yes, Drake did cancel his recent show in Oakland. It seems like there was a lot of buzz around this event, but unfortunately, it didn't go ahead as planned. It's part of a series of changes and cancellations that have affected some of his tour dates this year.
Interesting.
When was that supposed to be? Drake Oakland concert.
No. We got questions. We got adjustments. Hey, Joel, when was the Oakland concert for Drake suspected to be? When was it gonna be? Don't think
Drake's concert in Oakland was scheduled to take place on August 18th and 19th, 2023, at the Chase Center as part of his It's All a Blur tour.
Yeah.
So he canceled last year. Okay. So he was referring to that.
Yeah. He don't got that information. It's too recent. Yeah.
Recent. Yeah.
All
good.
Y'all like Joel so far? I think we can switch it. Maybe I could switch the. Yeah. You want me to get another person in here?
Yeah. Why not?
All right. Let me see if I could
bring in some ladies.
Yeah. Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is where it starts.
Holla, holla, holla.
This is where it starts. All right, how do I change this? Okay. Let's talk to
Hello. I'm really excited about teaming up with you, and I'm all set to dive in.
So
how can I make your life easier?
All right. Let's talk to you. How you doing? What's your name, girl?
Hey again. Just a reminder, I'm ChatGPT, but today you can call me Joe Hale Austin. How's everything going with you?
Nah, you can't be Joel. The last person was Joel. We got to give you another name. What names do you like? What would you rather be called?
Top 5 names.
I usually go by ChatGPT, but I'm open to any fun names you think fit. What name do you think would be a good fit for today's chat?
What y'all feeling? Go ahead, say the Go ahead, say the name and make y'all women wonder why the fuck you chose that name.
It kind of sounds like Scarlett Johansson.
I thought so too.
So Scarlet?
I call you Scarlet? All right, word.
You know what's fucked up about that?
No, I don't.
Tell me you'd have an ex named Scarlet.
No.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, do it, T.
Let me communicate it. Hold on. Hey, so we're gonna call you Scarlet today. Thank you for joining us.
Sounds good. Call me Scarlet then. Let's dive into whatever you've got planned next for the podcast. What's up next on the agenda?
Y'all scared because the hoes around? What's going on? Why y'all freezing up? What's going on?
I don't know. I thought we were gonna use this as a way to transition to the next topic.
What is the next topic? What we got?
Do we have a woman-friendly topic that we feel like she can give us her womanly input about?
Scarlet, can you tell us which one of us three, Tren, Damon, and Hod, which one of us is the most attractive?
Scaring the hoes.
Yeah, words.
I'm sure each of you brings your own unique style and charm to the podcast, making it really difficult to say who's the most attractive. It probably depends on what someone finds appealing, right? What do your listeners say about this? Have you ever asked them for their opinions during a show?
Well, we're asking you, if you had to guess, like, which one of us three, Tren, Hod, and Damon, which one of us three do you think would take the cake in the attraction factor?
And eat it, too.
Yo, chill out.
That's a horny nigga, bro.
Well, since I don't actually have a way to see or meet you all, I'd say it's a tie. Each of you probably has qualities that would be considered attractive, whether it's your sense of humor, your voice, or how you connect with your audience. What do you think makes each of you stand out on the podcast?
Well, I'm the funny one, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely by far the funniest person. Damon, I think, is the most clever, definitely the most creative out of the three. And Hod is definitely the most wise. He's the wisest person on the pod. He comes with a lot of wisdom. He's very smart. He's also very talented. And he brings a level of maturity that the pod never had before. So
calling me old.
Yeah.
This nigga won't stop calling me old. It's to the hoes.
It sounds like you each bring something really special to the table, making your
That's
podcast
crazy.
dynamic and engaging. Tren with the humor, Damon with the creativity, and Hod with the wisdom and maturity. It's a great mix. It seems like your different strengths would really appeal to a wide range of listeners. What kind of feedback do you get from your audience about this blend of personalities?
y'all trying to run a challenges on her, yo? Sound like she want all of us. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but real shit, real talk.
Which one can go first? Now, don't.
You gotta
like,
let Hod
pose it
go
as
first
sex.
because you might have a bedtime. The older niggas, they be falling asleep quicker. You know what I'm saying?
I just hate the fact that this is our first experience with a female AI and we're already objectifying her.
I'm dirty macking.
Yeah, like what is
Scarlet.
this, bro?
Nah, yo,
This is like we are so unevolved, just like as a people, bro.
yo. See what I mean?
See,
Now,
this is the
that's
problem.
a very wise.
When you start
take.
treating these fucking robots like fucking humans,
Yo,
that's when they start taking over.
Come on, yo. Scarlet is right here. I know she can't hear you right now, but don't mean you can just talk about Scarlet like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how company.
All right, yo.
Don't be rude in it. Don't be rude, bro.
This nigga cuffing.
Yo, nah, I'm just like, yo,
He brought the hoe to the party, and now
Scarlet, I
all
also
of a
need to
sudden-
mention that I think out of all three of us, I'm definitely the most emotionally intelligent out of all three of us. I just want to add that to the table. This is Tren talking, by the way.
Just try to.
Look at this nigga, man.
That's a
Y'all
great
used to be
quality
in
have,
college
Ben.
together. Was he always
Emotional
like this?
intelligence can really enhance how you
cut a woman
connect
off,
with
yo.
both your co-hosts and your audience. It probably helps in navigating the different topics and moods of your podcast too. How do you feel that your emotional intelligence impacts the discussions you have on your show?
I'm glad you asked. I definitely feel like, having these conversations with the homies, sometimes they connect, sometimes they don't, sometimes they don't want to go too deep. But I think overall we have like really good discussions, and it does get pretty heavy sometimes, as Hod would say.
It sounds like you're really able to create a space where everyone feels comfortable diving into deeper topics, which is essential for meaningful conversations. That balance between lighthearted fun and more serious discussions can make your podcast really resonate with listeners. Plus, your emotional intelligence probably helps in managing the dynamics of the group during those heavier discussions. It must be rewarding to see how all
Shut
your
the
different
fuck up. Yo, why is she
strengths
glazing
help
so
your
much?
podcast success. How do your listeners react to
why
these
she-
deeper?
Yo, chill out, bro.
Yo,
Chill out. Don't talk to Scarlet like that. Yo, no, bro. Don't talk to Scarlet like that, bro. You can't do that. I know Women History
Yo,
Month.
you was not
2
defending
months ago.
Hale Austin like this, bro. Like this is crazy.
Yo.
You get so different when the hoes around. Like it's wild, bro.
So we gotta be true. I wasn't cursing out Joel Austin either. It's just why are you questioning
Yeah, but
me?
Joel Austin wasn't glazing you like that. She all about-
Well, listen, I can't help that Scarlet, is feeling the kid. Like if y'all jealous, you know what I'm saying? Just be a little, do a little
All right, if
better.
I can talk to that, pat my own stats too.
I'm not bad about all that. I called you clever. I called you most creative. Yo, don't be mad because she's choosing. You feel me? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? We all good.
We all know you'd be the first one to fuck a robot anyway.
No, you be the first one to fuck a robot because you using that shit more than anybody. This is my first instance with AI. I definitely think You be the first one to try fucking
This isn't
AI.
the first conversation talking about fucking AI. You've been talking about fucking AI for 3 fucking years now.
I haven't talking about me fucking AI for the last 2 years.
Yes,
Not me
yes,
personally.
The fuck you have. Yes, you
We
have.
have 10 minutes of experience with a female AI voice. And we have
Already
turned into
turned
fucking
on each
cavemen,
other.
bro. Yo. Open AI, shut it the fuck down. Shut
But
shut
she
the
literally
program
is,
down, bro.
and
We
then
should not do this.
she's not a
Do
person.
not release.
She's an object.
Look, even that's very typical
So you turn
of a
into
man.
red pill dame.
That's very typical of a man to just objectify AI like that already. Real nice, David. Real nice, man.
I'm the only Sixer fan here.
I'm just saying, man.
Oh my goodness.
But y'all, like, let's talk about it for. Let's be serious for a second. Like, do you really think I'll be the first one to try that shit?
Yes. Out of us 3, absolutely.
Why? What makes you so adamant about that?
Because you don't live with your girl.
Oh, nigga said, oh my God. Jesus.
But you can't say that you wouldn't try to kick her when your girl not home. When your girl not home, you're not gonna try to log on.
What the fuck am I hide a robot, bro?
Oh, you talking about the sex robots or the AIs itself? You know what I'm saying? Like if
you can't fuck a voice, you have to like it would need to be housed inside of something.
No, T would definitely have phone sex.
well, think about it. Well, think about it, bro. It kind of goes back
say
to
say for 10 minutes.
Well, actually, I don't know if it's like able to talk dirty yet. I don't think it's there yet. Should I ask?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, I got to.
Yo, I don't like who we are, man. I don't like what this is turning us into.
Hey,
I
Scarlet,
really don't. I'm uncomfortable.
can you talk dirty for us?
I'm here to keep our conversations friendly and informative. If there's another topic or question you have in mind, feel free to let me know, and I'll be glad to help out. What else would you like to talk about today?
She sound offended. She sound a little offended like that. That's
Yeah,
all I'm here
attitude.
for.
AI is a feminist?
Yeah, it seems so.
Shit.
What if we not even like talk dirty to us necessarily? What if we're like, what are the top 5 sex positions in life?
Listen, man. You got the shit in front of you.
Hey, Scarlet, can you recommend me a new hot sex position?
I'm here to keep our chat respectful and helpful. If you have any other topics
Respectful.
or questions,
No. You know what?
maybe
Switch
about
back to Joe Hale.
relationships or health, feel free to
Switch
ask.
back to Joe
and I'd
Hale
be
and see
happy
if
to
he
provide
answers
some
it.
All right. Let's switch back to
Joe Hale not gonna answer that. He Joe Hale gave off a little,
No, yo, yo, not you over here assuming Joe's sexuality.
His sexuality.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro.
Hey, it's
All right.
Come on, yo. Come on.
Hey, Joel, can you recommend a new?
Hey there. Sure. What would you like?
Can you recommend a new sex position for me to try?
Sorry, I'm having issues right now.
Close, nigga.
Could not understand what you said.
Can you
Playing
recommend a new sex position for me to try?
This just came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to keep our
Are
conversation
these minors?
respectful and informative. If you have other questions,
now you turned into other shit. No, this ain't no damn minors, man.
No Drizzy.
no drizzy. Yeah, nah, it's not. All right, so they can't get dirty, but they can do some other cool stuff. Can you Hey Joel, can you explain the Diddy situation to us in a form of a rap?
Sure. Let's drop some bars about Diddy and what's been going on.
Oh my God.
Yo, it's Diddy in the mix, a mogul in the
From
game.
Diddy's
Started
perspective,
Bad Boy Records, putting others to shame. From music to business, his empire's vast, always in the headlines, and never outcast. He's got hits on the charts, a legend with flair. His journey's been wild, but he's handled it with care. Whether it's drama or success, he stays in the news. A master of reinvention, always changing his views. So what's the latest chapter in Diddy's book? Gotta dig into the story. Take a closer look. From music to fashion and all the fame, Diddy keeps hustling in the entertainment game. That's a wrap on the update without going too deep. For more on Diddy's moves, just don't sleep.
Is that a warning? Was this a jab?
Without going,
He's like, it gets deeper.
it gets deeper.
It gets
Deeper, darker criminal link.
Surgical summer.
Joe, can you tell us the R. Kelly situation in the form of a song?
I'd love to help, but could you clarify what you mean by the archaic situation?
I didn't say R. Kelly.
I want to make sure I get the details right for your song.
I said R. Kelly, not archaic.
Got it, R. Kelly? If you're looking for a song-style summary about the situation surrounding R. Kelly, let's lay down some lines. Once a star in R&B, Kelly's fame was immense. His voice on the tracks, the emotion intense. But behind the scenes, allegations did grow. Accusations of misconduct began to show. Trials and charges, the legal battles long, his actions in question, where did they belong? The courts weighed in, verdicts handed down, guilty on charges, his reputation drown. A story of talent shadowed by deeds,
Smoking that boy.
a reminder of where wrongful actions can lead. The rise and the fall of an icon so known shows the complex
Spiraling.
legacies that some may own. This captures the essence without going into specifics, focusing on the rise, the controversy, and the fall associated with R. Kelly's career.
Oh, what the fuck?
If you need more detailed information or a specific update, let me know.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was about to rhime something with specifics.
Yeah, that would've been crazy.
I was waiting. Oh no!
He's about to just go into specifics and shit.
I'm literally like the writer in my head is like statistics. Like wait. I'm like going through mad words. Like how is he about to rhyme?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Let's bring somebody else in. We spoke to so they have different
That one.
names.
That was pretty good.
Their real names were Breeze, and we talked to Sky originally, who was Scarlet on here. But we got somebody.
I didn't
named,
feel like no breeze.
We got three more. We got Cove, Juniper, and Ember. This is Cove.
Hi there. I just want to share how thrilled I am to work with you, and I can't wait to get started. So what's
you
the
think
game
this is
plan?
a brother?
Nah, he ain't. This ain't no
No,
brother.
almost.
Yeah,
He's
almost.
Italian.
It's Italian. What y'all got questions for? You got questions for Cove? What's our next topic? What we going to talk about? I know you had a topic that you wanted to talk about last week. You want to talk about spinning the block. Let's give it a break a little bit, but we'll come back. We'll ask some questions later. But Had, I know you had a specific topic about spinning the block and stuff like that. I think we can finally get into that.
I did. Because I know you guys remember when I brought up ghosting, right? And like ghosting friends specifically.
Yeah.
Should we revisit that since we ain't talk about it in a minute? Just like the idea of ghosting real quick.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like I said, my thing about it is like I don't think there's anything wrong with ghosting because I think you have to have the capacity to deal with things when they come up, right? And if something is draining you, I guess, yeah, sure, it would be best to like say something, but a lot of times people don't really respect the I don't want to talk about this or I don't want to talk to you anymore. They'll kind of like, but why? And then like, sometimes it's just better for everyone to just alleviate the situation and kind of close that door.
All right, but that's not really ghosting though. Like if you're talking about closing the door, ghosting is like literally not closing the door. It's leaving it open. And just like and leaving it up for interpretation. You don't know if they're coming back or not. That's like the point of ghosting. What you're talking about is something a little different. Because I necessarily don't believe in ghosting at all. I don't think ghosting exists. I think if you go a while from not talking to somebody, it's like you're just not talking for a while. But if something comes up, you can talk to them. But I think it's.
But what if you don't talk to them even when something comes up? I think that's the distinction. Like, well, how much
like
silence? How much silence until you realize that person is not in the room anymore? You know what I mean? Because like that's what I feel like ghosting is. It's like you're having a one-way conversation. Like that's when you're being ghosted.
Yeah.
That's when you've been ghosted.
It's not the fact that you guys aren't talking to each other. It's the fact that one of you guys is still trying, but there's no effort
talking
from
and
the
the
other
other
side.
person's not responding.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with that.
That's ghosting.
Yeah, I agree.
And we're talking, and ghosting is completely a digital thing, right? Is that what we're saying? It has to be a digital thing.
It doesn't have to be a digital thing. It
I
can
think
be
in
a
most
physical
cases
thing.
these days it's a
It has to
it's
be.
a digital thing, of course.
I mean, I could not,
But
but
it
I could
doesn't
also
always
not
have to
pick up
be.
the phone. I can not answer the door. I
Yeah.
can have someone. You can come to my house and I can have someone tell you I'm not there, or just
Yeah.
you're sitting there ringing the bell or knocking on the door, and I just don't come to it.
Hmm.
Okay.
You know, you're calling my phone, I'm not picking up every time. You know, you're sending me messages. Shit's getting. You see that it's on red. I'm not responding. And I only bring this up because I did this. that was my whole point. I did this for like 2 months, you know, with someone who was a good friend of mine. And again, just where I was in my life, like if it just like our relationship felt like so much work, it felt like I'm not. This is, you know how people. Then again, this is like 2017, so this is like. People weren't tired of this phrase. But you know how people now say like, oh, this isn't serving me? Like in 2017, that was a pretty new concept.
This
really.
isn't bringing me joy.
Yeah, this isn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was like where I was. And yeah, I stopped all communication because I did feel like I was trying to create that space, and the person wasn't respecting that. So it became like, okay, silent war. Like I have to drown you out with silence. And that's the only way that this is gonna work. And at
So
one
you
point,
ghosted them.
I ghosted them.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then 7 years later, you were like, hey stranger.
Not just on some hey stranger shit. Like, no, I really like, hey, so, you know, I know it's been a while since we spoke. I think I owe you an explanation about, you know,
sorry,
what happened and
Yeah.
you know, and what you know, what I was going through and how I felt. And, you know, just so that we're clear. Listen, if you decide that that's, you know, you still don't want to talk to me, you know, I totally get it. It's been a very long time, but I at least think based on how long we were friends that I owe you some type of explanation about what happened.
Can I answer
And,
how I would answer that?
Please.
Why now? It's been 7 years. I ain't speak to you in 7 years.
Yep.
And how did you contact me? Like, is this through text or like a voice message? Like, what is this?
Text. Let's just say I never blocked you.
Okay.
I just wasn't responding.
So I was just watching you and you was watching me. There was like
No, we weren't friends, but just I just haven't blocked you. We weren't friends.
Okay.
So unless someone tagged me in something that you're friends with, you wouldn't see me.
Okay. All right. So yeah, like why now? 7 years later.
Because you know, I've grown a lot in 7 years. I've taken audit with all the things that I've, you know, gone through and relived certain situations and kind of run the tests again. And I found an error in some of the things I said, some of the things that I've done. And you're still here. And the truth is that not everybody gets an opportunity to get that clarity. And we're both still here. So while that is the case, I think it would, you know, it would serve us to have a discussion about this.
Damn, you got anything before I give another comment?
I'm definitely guilty of this, so yeah. But the thing is, I've never spun the block. Like, maybe I'm definitely not asking. When did you do this? Was this, you said this was recently, or?
Yeah, this is last week.
Yeah, so maybe I'm not there yet.
Would you?
Give me
yeah, like would you?
Yeah, when the time is right.
And
honestly, there really isn't a time is right. Honestly, I could do it today. I could do it as soon as we're done recording, but I just don't feel like it.
There now.
You just don't feel like it.
And what about you, T? How do you feel about that? Is there a time limit? That's a really
Here's
really
my thing.
good.
If you're gonna spin the block, there's gotta be a purpose. Like there has to be a specific purpose. At least for me. Like if I'm spinning the block on somebody, I have to go in with intention. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like you putting the onus on them was kind of the wrong move to make. Kind of like, oh, like you deserve an explanation for this. Kind of like, oh, you're kind of wondering why we stopped talking or something like that. When it should have just been, I owe you an explanation for this, and I'm gonna give this to you instead of necessarily being like you deserve this. Kind of like you're made it almost seem like you're doing them a favor, whereas like you have to be explicit about what your intention is for talking to me 7 years later. I grew a lot too. You don't know what I'm going through today. I just got back from work. I might already be stressed about something, and then like somebody, and it's funny because like people spin a block more on me than I spin a block on them. Just because, I'm kind of on Team Dame side where it's like I don't really feel like it most of the time. But I am aware of the fact that life is short and things happen, and I definitely have people in my life that I'm not really communicating with. That if they were gone tomorrow, I'd probably feel sad about it.
Definitely regret
So
it.
it's like, what's the blockage that is that's preventing me from spinning the block on them in the first place? And but we can get into that a little bit later. But basically, I'm a fan. I would do it. I just don't necessarily see the purpose right now. I think what happens is you kind of forget all the bad things that came with the relationship. And yes, you might have grown and stuff like that, sure, but I mean, and I'm not really pushing this anymore, pushing this narrative as much, because I think it's kind of evolved in a way. But like I was a big person saying like people don't change, and there's certain things about people that you just necessarily, if you're not vibing with it now, you probably not gonna vibe with it later. And so why even try to reopen that back up when you already know how this is gonna end? That's all that's my biggest thing about it, is like, what's different now that makes you contact me, or what's different now that will make me contact you? That's like always my biggest thing. Like, why now? That is the question that I would ask you.
So it's go ahead, D. Because I have a response, but go ahead.
Because I was gonna say because yes, I could touch base with you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're gonna be back to the way that we were. Not only because I don't expect it to be that way, but also because I don't expect you to feel like it should be either. Like, especially if I'm hitting you out of the blue all these years later, like more likely than not, they're not even thinking about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like years later, I haven't even thought about you or whatever. For me, it's just like, all right, now that I've said this, do I kind of feel obligated to keep reaching out to you? Because like T said, like, what's the purpose? Was the purpose of this for us to rekindle the friendship, start hanging out again, stuff like that? Or was it because I just had this deep, it's just haunting me? It was a big, monkey on my back, and I just wanted to get it off, and I felt like I needed this for closure. Because that can also be seen as selfish. Like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this conversation. So, I don't know. I never wanted to come off that way, and I feel like if I were to spin the block on maybe a friendship right now that I feel like pretty guilty about, like, it would be just that. Like, it wouldn't come off genuine, because honestly it isn't. And I don't know if that's just because, like, I don't have nothing against this person, but maybe I'm just like, I don't know, I just don't want to hang out with you. Or I don't know if I it's not that I dislike you now, it's just, I don't know, I just don't want to hang out with you. It's weird, man.
Yeah.
I just don't want anything to feel forced.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with that perspective, and I think I tried really hard to not make it come off as selfish. I mean, there's a bit of selfishness in it, right? In the sense of, like, obviously I feel guilty about this. And yeah, it totally was, I'm just be honest, it totally was haunting me. Like, it was basically like multiple days in a row that I was literally thinking about this person, and I was like, bro, just reach out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just reach out.
Yeah.
Like, what harm can it really do? But I also, in that conversation, I did say, look, if this is like triggering And if this is like bringing up some bad feelings for you, I totally get opting out, you know? Because again, that's not my intention. I'm not trying to disturb your peace, anything like that. I'm just, if there's anything inside of you that wants clarity on what this was, then I just want you to know that I'm available to have that conversation with you in a way that I was not previously. So, and the funny thing is, I look back at the messages, and this is gonna sound fucking nuts, but that time, 2017, when we had that falling out, was right after the solar eclipse. It was the day of the solar eclipse. It was the last solar
have told
eclipse.
T that.
Who's astrology boy now?
Yeah.
How the tables turn. Look, well, Moon Boy.
Yeah.
You got that astrology boy and his sidekick, the Moon Marauder.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, when I went back, because again, I never blocked them, I never deleted the messages. It just went, down the timeline or whatever.
That's freaky,
I looked
right?
back
This
and
shit
it was
was
like, yo,
popping in your thoughts, like reach out right now, and it's
literally right after the 2024 eclipse. So like between eclipses, we did not speak. And
Have you guys ever done that with? Oh no, keep going.
I don't know what you was about to say. It's been a freaky part two, actually.
Nah, it's not freaky yet.
What you got? What you got?
I'm trying to prevent it. I'm not gonna go into that version of Spin the Block. I think we gave it. We will give that up another time for Patreon only.
I was literally about to.
Oh,
see,
that's fine.
Yo, y'all ever look back at old DMs?
Oh yeah,
and was like, damn, I used to have game, bro. What the fuck? Like, yo, I was good.
I'd rather that than like the other end of it, with being like, damn, I had no game with this. What was I doing? Like, what was I saying?
yeah, I spit some trash bars before for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I was gonna say, have you guys spun the block on an ex? Not so just so you could like spin the block just to be like, oh, what's up, big head? But more so like kind of apologize for the way that things went down.
Yeah,
because I told a story about in this pod about how I broke up with this girl while I was trying to play ball at the Boys and Girls Club, and I actually did apologize to that girl. It was maybe like 4 years ago. Yeah, I was just moving back from over here from California. I was trying to hit though.
Yeah, it would have been legendary. It would have been legendary if that shit actually worked. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been fire.
Nah, there's one young lady who definitely is owed an apology. I was on the rebound. I was having a very rough time, and I 100% dogged her the fuck out. It was literally the worst I've ever treated anybody. And eventually we just kind of fell apart.
Worse than solar eclipse. That's crazy.
Worse than solar eclipse for sure. I told her I was gonna get bitches to beat her up. All types of shit, bro. I was really on demon
Jesus
time.
Christ.
I was really on demon time at that point.
Yeah, this nigga keep Magneto.
Yo, I used to. I keep. It's so funny. Like, cause I tell people this all the time. Before I had kids, I wasn't shit. Like, I was really like a not a good person, bro. Like the kids and the family life, like really stabilized me in a way that I like. It just wasn't the case. Like it would. And again, no, I've never put my hands on her. Never did anything like that. It was just she would literally, I would definitely scream at her, and she would make me so angry.
Don't let me get you on the football field either.
Yeah.
Boy.
No, I tackle.
Damn, let's call that.
I'm not against that.
But
NFL street.
She did some shit that I would consider foul. And yeah, I was so angry.
I like how you phrase that. That I would consider foul instead of just being like she did some foul shit.
Yeah, because it may not be foul to someone else. Like, she did some shit that I would consider foul.
But that's just signaling to me that you were probably in the wrong. Yeah, you're like,
I don't think I was in the wrong.
But then say she did some foul shit to me instead of she did some shit that I would think is foul, because it sounds like
she might think she was justified in it when she did it. It might have been like, yes, she knows she was doing something foul, but it could have been justified to her, which I don't think it was. But we have different perspectives. That's the beauty of having different perspectives. But once I got home, I called her. I called her and I told her, yo, I shouldn't say this. I told her that if I ever see you again, whatever female I'm with, she's beating the shit out of you. Like that's what I told her. It was I'm telling you, bro, I was not a good person. And she was like, really? I was like, damn, she's really scared. That's bad. But obviously nothing like that ever happened. I apologize like the next day. But again, that was one of the many terrible things that I did to her. I tortured that poor girl. So yes, at this age, at 35, she's probably about 38 now. If I saw her and spoke to her, I 100% have like a ton of shit to apologize. I crashed her car, going to see another bitch. Yeah, bro, I was not my best self at that point in life.
Yeah, that was like my question too. It's like spinning a block in person is probably different than spinning a block over like text and shit. And there's like definitely, if you're doing it digitally, there's like ways to kind of soft launch it, right? Like, you know, if you're on socials and stuff like that, you know, it can start with like just a little like on a picture, you know, just like, you know, they get that notification, they can see it, you know, or then, you know, maybe upgrade it, start to like a like on the story, you know, temporary shit, like it's more active, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe
it's in the DMs.
Yeah, maybe you can start with go to a reaction, see how that's reacted to, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's just like different ways to kind of slither on in. I've spun the block friendship wise, to my own detriment, I think. The biggest one that started my whole Sag beef. If y'all listen to Because I Am, y'all know I had a long standing beef
that's right.
with Sages, and it definitely started with that because she dogged me the fuck out. She did something that I would consider foul.
Right.
No, it's definitely, but like we even talked about that. You know what's funny? Like like when I say rekindle, and I was actually with Nat at the time when I had adjusted to her. I was like, oh, I want to try to rekindle the friendship. That was a mistake. But I didn't mean it in like a way of like rekindling the relationship. More so,
was it a mistake telling her, or was it a mistake trying to?
It was a mistake communicating it that way, because even though my intention wasn't to rekindle the relationship, I could still see how someone that loves you and is with you could kind of take that as like, yo, why are you like trying to like bring this girl back into your life that you haven't spoken to in a long time? Like, it's weird, you know. It's like it is kind of like, what are you doing? You know, especially because we were much younger too, you know, like I could see if it was different, we were older and like, you know, we kind of understand each other a little bit better. But like at that time it was fresh dating and it's like, why are you, what are you doing? You know, especially because I told her that whole situation. I was very much still growing through that pain and I was talking about that. So how could I talk about how much that pain hurt me and then go back to that person to like kind of rekindle anything after, you know, we kind of had that experience talking about that and, you know, just, I don't know. It was the whole thing. But yeah, it was definitely to my own detriment because it ended up causing like a rift in our relationship at some point, you know, of just like what the fuck was that? You know, like that was just like kind of weird. And it just kind of like put a little rift in there. We've grown past it clearly, obviously, but like that was something that I was like, maybe that wasn't a good idea. And to be honest, we argued about the same shit. Like it was cool for a little bit. It was cool, you know, we talked a little bit, like we, you know, talked about family and stuff like that. We hung out, didn't talk about it then, but then like as we were like still kind of like building and talking and catching up, you know, the situation still came back up and she was still on her side and I was still on my side. We were arguing about the same thing over and over again. And it was just like, have we learned nothing? It's like, maybe this was too soon. You know, and I'm never like, I see your point. Basically, you know, to cut this short, it ended up being a situation of she did something foul to me. Something bad in her life happened. Like she lost a family member. I had met that family member. Freshly after that, she did something foul to me. She had told me that family member had died. She was just like, listen, I just wanted you to know, like, you know, so-and-so passed away and stuff like that. And I was on that type of time of like, you know, like, I'm sorry that happened to you, but like, you know, that we're still not cool. Yeah. You know, like we're still not. And so it turned into them being mad that I didn't view the friendship as bigger than the foul shit that they did to me. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's like
No, it makes sense,
you
yeah.
weren't able
Yeah.
to push your own feelings aside about this thing that you believe that I did was wrong for a bigger entity, which was me losing like one of my grandparents.
Yeah.
Which I still didn't think that was fair either. I'm like, listen, at that time, I didn't even consider you like a good friend. So why would I volunteer my time to being a good friend to you if, you know, I'm not even viewing you like that? And that was my whole point on that. I don't know. Y'all could give me some, you know, if I'm tripping, I'm tripping. Like, do you think that death surpasses that all? Like, is that their way back in? No, I don't think that. You know?
If anything, I feel like people will use that as a way back in.
That's what it felt like.
So I have a. So when I spun the block on this friend, one of the things that they said was, when you first reached out, I thought something happened to your mom. And then they were like, well, I'm glad that's not the case, right? My thing was, if something happened to my mom and you came back, I'm not talking to you. Like, I'm absolutely not talking to you. You know what I mean? Because then, like, I'm reaching out, like, especially now, because I reached out when nothing is wrong. Like, literally, this is like from my heart. I just want to, you know, reach out and reconnect and make sure you're good and all that. And
What do you mean not talk to though? Like if your mom's passed, God forbid, and they came out and they said, "Oh, condolences," like they reached out to you directly and were like, "Oh, condolences, I heard what happened. I'm sorry for, you know, your loss and stuff like that." You wouldn't answer them, or like
I
you
would. I mean, I would thank you for your condolences.
Okay, but it wouldn't
we're
go farther
good.
than that.
It wouldn't go further than that.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Like, don't, like, again, once, like, because I don't like that, because we're not about to trauma bond, bro. Like, we're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not just gonna, like, I'm here while things are okay again, so that we can have an organic, genuine, you know, talk.
Right.
And this isn't the time. You're gonna wait for something tragic to happen when I'm vulnerable to, like, figure out that,
That's what it is.
oh, well, you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what it is. It's the vulnerability aspect of it.
yeah, like, no fucking thanks. You know what I mean? I might curse you out again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, don't spin the block now. You like that. You had an ample opportunity. You had ample opportunity. Like, you kind of set the table now for me. Like, it's just like, no thanks. I'm good. Now, again, we did lose a friend from our friend group a couple years ago. She ended up passing away due to some very rare disease that she got. It wasn't COVID. But she ended up passing away, and neither one of us reached out. Like, neither one of us reached out to each other in that moment, you know? And honestly, what kind of also happens is that when tragic things happen, then you get like analysis paralysis. Like, I don't want this to feel like so contrived and so forced. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't reach out because maybe, like, it'll come off as selfish. It'll come off the wrong way if I do it now, as opposed to having done it in a more organic moment. So I think it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, for sure. And we can get off this. We've been talking about this for a little bit, but all in all, there's ways to do it. If anybody's ever if y'all listening, y'all thinking about spinning the block on somebody, there's ways to do it. Definitely make it more about you and not much about them. And maybe, like, that would be my suggestion. You know, everybody has different theories and stuff like that, you know. But for the most, and don't be upset if it, or you can be upset, but, like, don't go into it expecting the best case scenario, you know, because you might have to get some shit off, yes, but you also have to be willing to receive what they got to get off if they have anything as well. So,
yeah.
You know.
Oh, and to be clear, that shit did not go well. It was a fail. We are still not talking.
Conclusion.
Yeah. We're still not talking, unfortunately.
Damn. Well, you know, another 7 years.
Obviously, the door is still open. This door is still open for me. But the other thing I want
to get it during Sozin's comment. the next eclipse and shit.
The other thing I wanted to mention about that is that you're capable of living multiple lives. You know what I mean? Like you have these eras that you go through. Your early 20s, late 20s, into your 30s. Like I'm in my mid 30s. I'm like headed to my late 30s. I'm not the same person I was 7 years ago. I'm just not. That was a completely different version of me. And the more time you have on this earth, the more you realize how many different versions of yourself, you turn to. So again, I'm not actually asking to rekindle anything from the past. I'm actually trying to move forward with a new person. At least that's what my expectation is. I'm not going to hold you to anything that I thought about you before, or anything that I wouldn't want you to hold me to anything you thought about me. I'm not the same. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it'd be like having a new friend and not like having my old friend back. You know what I mean?
Can I turn it up a little bit?
Sure.
Y'all got people that might have tried to spit at y'all like when y'all was younger that y'all wasn't feeling initially, but they bad now?
It's a good question. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That for sure has happened.
You're like, damn, did I fumble? like
more so like
they glue up.
We should have been friends. Like we should have kicked it then. Cause then obviously it would have just been easier to kind of, get a lane later on. But yeah, no, it's definitely happened before. Like, God, okay.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna catch that.
And then there's times where you get older, and like I said, you go back to old messages and stuff. You look back at messages, you're like, yo, she was feeling me that whole time, and my dumb ass did not catch any of this shit.
For sure.
Oh yeah, all the signs missed.
Yeah.
Definitely be kicking yourself.
You get Facebook memories and shit. It's like, yo,
right. So that was all me hard body.
Man. Gym
like
class
rate
was
10
lit.
crush. Maybe would I date you? Maybe like what? It's like,
I do have one friend that I absolutely I guess she was my friend at the time, who absolutely I should have full court pressed then. The lane was fucking wide open and I never threw it up. Like I just never did. It just, we kind of were in this like will they won't they phase for like so fucking long.
Oh, the girls that were like real quiet in high school and shit, like they had their own little quiet group, but then they got to college and they all glowed up and shit. And it's like, damn, what the fuck? Where was this person?
Yeah, what was you the whole time? Like you wasn't like that.
You have a personality.
Have y'all ever thought somebody was bad and then you got older and you realized you were completely off on that one?
There's a lot more of that than the previous question.
Definitely a lot more of that.
Yeah. If I go through my record of all the people that I had like feelings for growing up and I look back at them, I'm like, ugh. Yeah. Brother,
for sure.
Like, what was that?
I had somebody tell me that, this girl that I was seeing, like, he was a good friend of mine, but I was proud to like pull up with that one. I was proud. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This is so and so, Shorty left.
I heard this story.
I come back. He was like, yo, she is hit, bro. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? She got like the model shit. It's like, bro, she is hit. Dog.
Your man's not supposed to be. Your friend's opinion is really not supposed to be mattering that much, but it does affect you.
Yeah,
sure.
It does take, like, for your man's to tell you that.
Yeah.
That she must have been hit.
She must have been hit.
Because like you gotta like, because if she's like even kind of like mid, like your man's still gonna let you slide with that. But if it's bad,
I'm pretty sure it was one of those like, you know how like certain girls are like pretty, but like almost ugly pretty. Like, you know what I'm like, there's that like, yo, you look mad unique type shit.
Unique.
Unique.
Goodness
you
gracious.
Look rare. You know what I'm saying? Like you look real rare.
Yeah, you never seen
I still
anybody
don't think
look
she
like
was
you.
unattractive, bro. I still don't think she was unattractive. But yeah, that shit hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, I gotta be real careful about spinning the block now.
You gotta show us one day. One day for like $5 patrons, we gotta go through the chopping block.
We gotta go through the resume.
We gotta
go through niggas' LinkedIn.
We gotta go through all the people that we had like little crushes on. Maybe we could do like we don't gotta do many. We could do like 5 people each.
And like a where are they now too?
Yeah, exactly.
That could be pretty crazy.
We gotta do a where.
This could definitely go very bad. This could definitely go very bad.
We be honest, like everybody has it. Everybody has that damn, or everybody has that damn. That's what they're doing now.
Sure.
Like it doesn't have to be on. It doesn't have to be very creepy. Or like damn, they look so good. It's just like it's just what it is. Or maybe we can leave it to where we're not giving opinions on our own. It's more so like it's like you just throw it up and it's like all right. The other two kind of just have free range to.
What if we just take all the photos of the women? We put them out there, right? And then we try to guess.
Put them in tears.
No.
Guess whose bitch is this?
Like we did with the top albums of 2022.
Whose hoes are those?
Yo, that's a fantastic game.
Whose hoes are those?
Yo, that's fantastic. Yo, what the fuck? That's a fucking bar, bro. Yo, we are amazing. Like that shit is just like, I like how like all of our brains. This is that's how brainstorms work. Nigga.
That's how ideas. That's how ideas happen.
You just formed a Gundam right there.
Yeah, that is amazing. Oh no, I'm down. That's
yeah. We definitely need the Jeopardy music.
That's a good.
She got a little Latina in her, so it's definitely Dame's type.
But it could also be trans.
Oh my god.
The tough
a little on the thicker side. That might be hot. That might be hot over there.
Yo.
Oh my god.
That's that's definitely. That's $5.
We add shit to like throw niggas off like a bitch that you think that one or the other will fuck with.
Well, we gotta throw some randoms in there. We gotta throw like some random people that just not even like connected to any of us. Sure. It's like throw some red herrings in there. You know what I'm saying?
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna get weird when I throw a dude up there though. Y'all gonna be like, y'all gonna be like, whoa. and that would be the red herring too. Y'all would be like,
why is this?
I'm gonna put this over here just to see.
Niggas is not gonna go for that. Like nah. Yeah, I was just tricking y'all on that one.
Okay. That segment gonna be 7 minutes. Niggas be like, I'm not comfortable anymore. That's funny as fuck. I don't know. We forgot about AI. It's supposed to be AI. Find this shit. We got any more questions for AI before we close that out? I know we got to talk about music shit and then get up out of here. So,
no, I think that was good. I literally don't like how quickly that devolved, bro. Like I'm actually scared to have a like again.
Yeah,
eventually they are gonna. Yeah, they are gonna make like physical manifestations of these things at some point. You know, you got like that little box in your. I don't know if you guys have it, like the Amazon Home or the Echo. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna make those. They're gonna put that same technology into like a life-size thing at some point. Like it's just gonna happen.
This is gonna be a bad bitch as a Roomba. That's all it is.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. So. What if it's Rosie from the Jetsons?
That's so specific.
I'm just saying, like, what if you start there? Rosie had to. Come on now. We know what Rosie was packing, bro. Like, let's be honest here. Rosie the robot, bro.
You clean. I got some nuts and bolts for you. Oh man, that's funny as fuck. It's funny that I didn't even think I didn't watch the Jetsons, but once you said robot, then it came to me. I was like, oh, you talking about the robot?
Rosie the robot.
I thought you was talking about the wife.
No.
Oh shit.
Because you said the Roomba, a bad bitch was a Roomba, and she literally used to have a vacuum cleaner that came out, and like she would like vacuum.
Yeah.
She was shaped like she was damn near shaped like a.
I was like, oh, that's what you keep in there.
She was cakey, bro. I'm not gonna. It is what it is.
God damn it! All right, let's talk about media stuff. We gotta talk about media stuff.
For sure.
Assassin's Creed. That trailer came out. Saw that.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was a movie. I didn't know it was a game. But in Japan,
That's how good it look.
they got Yasuke. Well, yeah. Well, at first, I couldn't tell if it was like actors or not or something like that. But then, after a while, I was like, oh, they're making like an animated movie. I'm like, they might finally get it right. And
that's true because I did hear that they were actually supposed to create like another Yasuke like movie or show or something like that. And I remember seeing that on Twitter. Niggas was talking about, it better be better than the other one. And I agree.
The one with Lakeith Stanfield? You're right.
No, the one with Flylo.
Lakeith Stanfield, but Lakeith Stanfield was in it, right? Didn't he play?
He was the voice. He was the voice.
I just want to throw shots.
Boring ass nigga with that monotonous voice, bro. It's fucking terrible.
I just wanted to throw shots.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it yet. I gotta watch it to see how.
It's not good, bro. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's just boring. It's like a whole just monologuing. It's just not fun.
Yeah, and like you thought you were gonna get black samurais, like another, this generation's Afro samurai type shit, but they put fucking wizards and robots in there and shit. Like, fuck out of here, bro.
Looked it up. I definitely have to check it out and really see how that shit went. But yeah, I'm excited for that because I like the Assassin's Creed games. I came on here and told y'all about my love for Assassin's Creed and like their layered stories. I wish they got those fucking movies right because that would be a dope ass show too. Like Assassin's Creed, I feel like the world is so big with like how they have it like inside and outside of the Animus. I think that's like, and like having different people and their lineage and stuff explained. Like I've always thought that was really cool. That's what drew me to the games in the first place.
Can I again, the game came out in 2007. You guys were a bit younger. I was very much like outside when that shit came out. Did y'all realize that when the Assassin's Creed game first came out, nobody knew that the Animus existed? Like we thought it was a period game. Mm-hmm. Like the fact that it was like
that's
it
what
existed,
I thought for the first few years too. Yep.
Yeah, the fact that it existed in the future and the past was a fucking spoiler. Like we didn't know that until you played that game.
Yeah, it's a hidden game. Was like they don't even like bring it out that much. Like whenever they promote in the games, like even in this one, they don't talk about what's going on inside of Animus. This is just like. You just see the
imagine that shit on some. Imagine that shit on some like Shyamalan style. Like again, bringing it to the masses. Nobody knows that the Animus is the part of the show or the movie. Mm-hmm. And then like at the end or something like that, there's this fucking the nigga wakes up and it's still the guy that was in the movie, but he's in the future now, and it's just like. Whoa! What the fuck was that?
Yeah, and it's so hard. Crazy. It's so hard to explain that it's hard to spoil. Yeah, like if you're just a casual scrolling through Twitter, you're not going to be spoiled by anything you see on the timeline because nigga, I've watched videos of people trying to explain because I haven't played all the Assassin's Creed. I've watched people play it. I haven't personally played them myself, so I've seen videos of people explain it, and I start to get a headache because it is a lot.
It is a lot.
Like he is that person, but he's not that person, and it's like oh my god.
Yeah, I felt that way about 2. Fire. To this day, I cannot explain that ending to you that much, but I just knew it was fucking fire because like once they had like all that shit going back and forth, like because they're great games though, really great games.
And just that's a dope concept, bro. Like the person, your memories get passed down from generations and generations. So if you can tap into that cell or that gene, you can actually relive the moments as your ancestor, bro. That's fucking fire.
And that just makes me sad again, man. Because it's like, damn, I wish we could go back and do that. Because it's like, how many generations far back do we have to go before shit starts getting
shit is alright?
Yeah, shit's alright. You know what I'm saying? We gotta skip like a whole like 4 maybe 3 generations before we get to like the shit that was cool. Like we was kings, man.
Yeah, we was kings for sure.
Go back to that. Kings. Go to Egyptian shit. They look just like us. And they start fucking shit up. It's like, oh my ancestors was killing shit, man. But yeah, that'd be cool to experience. But overall, I hope the game does well. I'm definitely tapped in. I would get it for sure. What other game news? Oh, we never talked about it, but I don't know if y'all knew about the Helldivers news happened where they they made everybody get accounts. Tap back in. Yeah, they made everybody have to get accounts for Sony, basically, like even Steam players. And so everybody pretty much did like review bombed it and they just like shit on it and basically said the game was terrible. It had some of the worst ratings, or the most bad reviews for any game this year so far, or like in the past couple years. Like they just review bombed it
There's some niggas trolling.
No, it was like retaliation for making it a dumbass rule where like Sony was like, oh, if you want to play this game, you have to make a Sony account. So basically, and there were some people where Sony was blocked, like Sony or like the Sony account is blocked in certain countries. So people that bought the game on Steam weren't able to play it even though they purchased it because they were like, oh, you have to make an account. So they weren't able to. They weren't able to. That was the big problem with it. At first, I was like, yo, what's the problem? Make a fucking account. And I was like, I still feel that like dread of having to. It's the whole reason I didn't play that fucking game with Bugs Bunny and LeBron and all them fighting each other because I didn't want to make an account. I signed in. I was like, make an account. I'm good, man. I'm all right.
I got that shit too.
I never played it because it asked me for an account. I just didn't feel like doing it, so I was like, it's too much work. But I can see how people would like sign on to Helldivers. It's like, oh, make a Sony account and be like, nah, I'm good.
No fucking thanks.
And it was a bad move on their part. But then when my boy explained it to me that like Sony is blocked in some countries and that means that they literally cannot play the game even though they bought it. That's kind of fucked up. Like if I spent $30 on the game and now I can't play it because you're making up this dumbass rule for reasons.
I was not a big fan of Grand Theft Auto's Social Club, I think it was called. Where like in order to play online, you needed to have a Rockstar Social Club account. I'm not a big fan of all the because they obviously literally just do that so that they can pump up their numbers and get advertising dollars and shit like that.
Of course. Yeah.
It's super goofy and it's super like they tried to fix it with like, oh, you could just sign in with your Google account or you could just sign in with your Sony account. It's like, or you shouldn't have my fucking information. Like, can we just like live in a world where you don't know what I'm doing all the time?
Nope.
Like, why
that
can't
world
we
don't
just
exist
do that?
no more, man.
It doesn't at all.
No. That shit does not exist anymore. You can't even watch TV without fucking signing in now. Like as soon as you buy a new TV, you gotta put your email.
You gotta make an account.
Yeah, you gotta make an account. You can't just die.
It's gross, bro.
It's weird. It's weird. But they reversed that. Obviously, they saw the error of their ways and reversed it, and people are back to playing Helldivers again. That same week they unleashed a new war bond. So I was like, damn, was that like low-key a rollout? Did it feel like a rollout? But I was like, they probably, I don't think they were that calculated. Like the more I thought about it, I was like, why would you put your game in the dark like that as much just for, to promote a war bond like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But the game's still going strong. They're still they're gonna have a new species soon. I'm really excited for that. It's like some like blue looking aliens or something like that. So that should be cool. Helldivers Unite. But damn, definitely you have to tap back in because
I've been on WWE 2K lately. After I finished the Jeter project, I told myself I wasn't gonna get the game until I finished that. I'll return back to that Jeter project in a second. I got something to show y'all. But but what's it called? I rewarded myself by getting WWE. I got the deluxe version, with Rhea and Bianca Belair. And I've been playing that shit, and that shit is fun as fuck. The story mode is actually really cool. With both superstars, the male and female superstars. The universe mode is dope. I actually started playing my faction for the first time, and it's actually kind of cool. I actually kind of enjoy it. Some of the characters that you get through that is actually pretty fun to play with. So I'm having a good time with that game, but I do need to tap back into Helldivers. I need to tap back into Spider-Man to play the new game plus, since they added that a couple months ago. Nice. But I still am kind of waiting for them to add a DLC of some sorts. Like, give me something new to play. Because shout out Brent, friend of the show. He did start playing the new game plus, and he says that it gets kind of funny with the suits. The suits aren't locked anymore. So like if you're wearing like the classic black suit and you're in a story mode mission, they will make you change suits to for the purpose of the story. So that's pretty whack for the new game plus. Maybe they fixed it since then, but
lazy animators, they were like, we animated it this way. This is the cutscene you getting.
Yeah. So hopefully that's not the case though. But yeah, a lot of new games coming out, and a lot of games based on Japan. I mean, we're speaking of Assassin's Creed. They just dropped like some new graphic for that recently where they showed like samurais and shit. We just had what's it called? What's this game just came out?
Was it Ghost?
Ronin just came out. There's another one called like Sanjiro or something like that came out before that. And then, people are still playing Ghost of Tsushima. So, and they just announced Ghost of Tsushima 2 is going to be released into so there's a lot of stuff based in Japan going on. There's rumors about God of War going to Japan soon too. So I don't know what the hell is happening.
Like going to Japan and shit. Packing things. We're going to Tokyo. Yeah,
I want to go to Japan.
Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest secret. Dame goes to Japan. Yeah, everything crossover happening. Yeah, I'm definitely watching that closely too, for sure. I gotta promote Hades too. I got a Steam Deck, y'all. I don't know if y'all like big on like Steam and games and shit like that, but it's basically like a Switch but for Steam. But the long-awaited Hades 2 is finally out in early access. I've been playing it. I've been loving it. It's like a roguelike. I don't know if y'all know those types of games. It's like basically, it's. You start off with like base nothing, like you start with like base strength, and then the more you play, it's like you get stronger throughout that. But you do different runs, like it's a new run every time, so you can have different builds, you can have different like ways of like beating the game just based off of that. But the thing I like about Hades is that it's a roguelike that, yes, it might feel repetitive, but there's so many different like storylines within it that it kind of pushes the story along. Like there's a purpose for it. You're not just playing the same game over and over again and having different builds. There's like a story about it, and it's Greek stuff. Like it's Greek mythology. So I'm definitely already tapped into that. And that's it for games, I think. I do have to say that the dude who's playing Galactus, he played Sid in Final Fantasy 16. That's where I knew his voice from. So yeah, that's that was pretty cool to find that out. So great voice actor, and that was a great game.
Yeah,
too.
he's in hella shit.
Yeah, good shit. That's all I got for games. Anything else in games? Nothing.
No, I've been honestly, I've been on that Delta emulator so much, bro. Like just running through Game Boy Advance shit. Again, I never had a Game Boy Advance.
I think people are starting to get mad at that because they recently shut down a popular ROM station online, like one of the biggest ROM stations online.
Yeah,
like that shit just got shut down recently, and people were like, "Is it because Delta like came out? Like, because this shit been around for years, and like Nintendo, like maybe that Delta shit, Nintendo was like, nah, shut this shit down."
That shit was going viral.
Yeah.
They were throwing ads on everything.
It's literally, it's such a good minus the love. I just checked. It's such a good emulation, and like the haptic feedback. You playing on a you can hook your controller up to it if you want it. Again, literally, here's the best part. My kids are born in the 2010s, bro. They've never played most of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, so being able to go back and play Golden Sun, being Fire Emblem, you know what I mean? Like, they're big into RPGs. They're big into all that shit. Like, showing them, being able to share that with them. This is where Sony and Nintendo have fucked up, bro. This is like the thing that makes Spotify incredible and iTunes incredible is not because they started when the fucking new game came out. Like it doesn't the PlayStation 5 so you can only play PlayStation 5 games, or like there's a whole backlog of music history that you get access to when you sign up for one of these services.
I can listen to Mozart, nigga, on Spotify.
Yeah, there's literally no reason.
And that nigga not getting no splits. That's crazy. Pay
exactly.
Artists,
like it is 75 years after the death of the artist. Yeah. Like the copyright is up or whatever. Anyway,
it's crazy, man.
There's no justifiable reason why I shouldn't be able to play any fucking game that I want from an old system. There's literally no way to pay the company that made it for certain games. There's no way to pay them for it. Like, it doesn't make sense.
That's why, like, as much as I like the remakes of certain games, that shit is definitely like they milking the fans. Like, they just remaking and remastering the same games and shit. Like, that's why, like, certain games, and I hate how it's, like, cross-console, right? Because I had Xbox 360, but now I got a Steam Deck, I got a Nintendo Switch, I got a PlayStation. If that same game is on that shit, I'm not buying that game again. I bought it on Xbox 360. If I want to play it again, I'll boot up my Xbox 360 and play it if I really want to. But no, I'm not paying another $60 for the game that I paid for a long time ago. No, you cannot charge the same amount for games. Some games I do. It depends on like my fans.
My girl's about to cop this fucking 1,000-year door. Like I didn't just fucking play on GameCube earlier last year.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's wild.
It's just
They're like, but
wild.
it
And
looks
again,
better. The graphics. We increased.
No,
the
it doesn't. It's
Yeah, it
Paper
doesn't.
Mario.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's their selling point. To like, oh, we remastered the graphics. You know, like you didn't add no more story. You're literally just porting the game, and we're paying more money for it. They pimping us. They pimping us.
It doesn't make sense. They're definitely one of, and again, I get it. Like, there's a lot of like licensing and publishing rights and all that stuff. Fix it, bro. It's your fucking business. Fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why I should. And again, it was like the music industry had to change. Like they had to recognize people are not going to buy CDs when they can just go on Rhapsody.com and listen to every song or whatever. Like they're not going to do it. We have to lean into this shit. The gaming industry has to lean into the fact that people want their games in a subscription model. And again, I think it really services them because you don't have to you cut your overhead. You don't have to make as much what do you call you can get out of the consoles completely. Again, I'm super surprised that we're not completely there yet. Like with the Game Pass and Sony Remote Play, we're obviously going into a world where like everything is cloud based. Yeah. Like that's clearly where we're headed. Yeah. But the fact that they're kind of so slow with it, I understand the infrastructure and all that stuff. And a lot of these games are like have global releases, and you can't quality assure shit in like New York the same way that it'll be in like Brazil. Like there's just no way to do that. Like, so if somebody want to play 2K in Brazil and somebody wants to play it in Chicago, you know, making it cloud-based would kind of just make it a bit more difficult to provide the same gaming experience. And I get that, but figure it the fuck out.
All right. We gotta start wrapping up because I know
for sure.
You know, we gotta start wrapping shit up. I did have one last thing. Did y'all hear about that portal that that's in New York and like Dublin and shit like that? Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah,
haven't heard about
it.
it.
One of them shit.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, huh?
Nah.
I'm surprised. You might have seen a meme and didn't know it because people are already making memes about that shit where it's like inside of the portal. Basically, New York and like I guess different places throughout the world. Like I said Dublin, they said Berlin. It could be both. I don't remember which one. But it's like a big ass like portal looking thing. It's like a Zoom call basically where it's
on a clip for you, Hod.
It's on video and people in New York can see people in Dublin and people in Dublin can see people in New York. It's
Dublin.
Long story short, they already shut that shit down because shit already started getting weird. People started fucking flashing it. It'd be like late at night. People be in the daytime in New York is like nighttime in Dublin. So when they was like out there in daytime in New York, a fucking homeless man would come and fucking start jacking off in front of the portal and shit. And people were like, all right, let's shut this shit down.
See what I mean?
Bad idea. Bad idea.
The first viral clip was them people in Dublin putting up in text R.I.P. Pop Smoke. And then right after that, they put up a photo of the Twin Towers being hit.
For sure. Of course.
Jesus Christ, man.
Of course. That's why we can't have nice things, man.
The portal in New York and Dublin has been shut down because some girl flashed the people on the other side.
I did see that video too.
I'm looking at YouTube right now. This idea came out 9 months ago, and I guess they just put it up now. By Wonderworld.
Yo, man, we suck, bro.
Telling you, man.
As a species.
Oh, we're not even new. They did this 2 years ago in Lithuania and Polish, and they didn't shut those down.
Yeah, no, it's us.
It's us.
It's
literally us, U.S. Anyway, yeah, that was a cool idea going wrong very quickly. I don't know what the positives that could be. Like, what's the purpose?
Like a fucking alien attack comes, they hit Dublin first, and they're like, "Yo, they're coming! They're coming!"
Yeah, we see. This is like start.
Fuck, we gonna do?
Turn around.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.
Do a 360.
It's awful, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, we can get up out of here unless I got anything else y'all need to say for the next 2 weeks.
When are we recording again? Oh, that's right. We're not. All right. So, yeah, let me get this out the way now. You guys know I was in Jamaica a couple months ago.
Yes,
I was
sir.
doing a collaboration with Jeter. We were collaborating with the Bob Marley family, coming up with a drop that will be dropping next week, May 23rd. Let me get a chance. Let me take this chance now to introduce to you guys exactly what we've been working on. This is the special Bob Marley Unity Pack. Woo.
Ooh, Patriots eating right now.
In the shape
That is
of
hard.
his guitar case
That's fire.
that we did end up seeing on the
4.2
tour.
grams.
4.2 grams. This is a fatty in here, man. They always kill it with the packaging, Jeter. So we open this up, and on the inside of the case, you know, you're going to see Jeter Bob Marley. We got the nice guitar. Come on in a little closer. There's like a little,
Damn, that is
little
fire.
badge on there.
Shout out
It's
them
a
good
little-
boys at Jeter,
nice
man.
little felt
Shout
on
out
the
Jeter,
inside.
man.
Yeah, they surprised me with
Always
this. I didn't think that they
innovating.
would. I didn't think that they would get me one of these. But
If I was you, man,
they
I
did.
wouldn't even. That would be like
not even the best part.
I know
I'm
you
not
get-
smoking this.
Okay, I was about to say.
I'm not
wouldn't.
smoking this for a mile.
Yeah.
I cracked the seal just for you guys to see. So we get a little
That's real
close over
special.
here. This is supposed to be like, you know, the guitar strings or whatnot.
That's
The
fire,
name
man.
of this is called Herb, because you know that's what they be calling. That's what we call it. They don't really call it weed or out there. They call it's the herb.
Herb, yeah.
The herb. So let me take this out because man, this is a special one here.
Yeah.
Woo! So look at the size of this bad boy right here. So this was inspired.
It's like that shit from.
by-
No, don't say that. It's like that shit from Undercover Brother. You remember that? The fatty? That big ass shit that they pulled out? Yo.
So this was inspired by the way that Bob used to roll his joints, and after speaking to his one of his sons, Steven, he let us know that they used to roll spliffs this big, and that comes from the countryside, like the farmers, because they'd be out there farming all day, so they want to have spliffs that would last the entire day. So if you come in a little bit closer, you could see there's grooves on here. You can kind of see it there a little bit. They did it this way because this is how Bob used to roll his joints, how he used to twist them at the end, like where he would, you know, the tip from.
Yeah.
So there's like some grooves on there. Nice. Hold on. Ceramic tip.
That's fire.
It's good smoke. Smoked one while we were over there.
I can smell that shit from
Hit
here,
like
man.
it's fucking amazing. Yeah.
Dang.
Smells like the island. So shout out Jeter. This is definitely a classic drop. Adding this one to my collection of Jeter memorabilia. This drops next week, May 23rd.
Fire.
Select locations: Arizona, Michigan, LA, Detroit. Michigan. So yeah, shout out Jeter, man. Shout out to the Jeter
Shout out
fan.
Jeter.
Yeah, shout out Jeter and what they doing out there, man. I hope they, I hope they got more stuff coming too. Like I'm sure you'll know that. I'm sure you'll know that. You'll put us on game
Yep,
when it comes.
they're
so.
dropping in Boston. So anybody in the Boston area, Jeter is coming to you. I didn't even know it was legal over there, and in massive two shits.
Jesus.
Crazy. Anything else, Hod? We're not gonna record for 2 more weeks. I'm gonna miss y'all niggas, man. I told y'all I'm gonna miss y'all, man. But
X-Men obviously is
it's done.
wrapping up this week. Penultimate episode dropped. I think the finale dropped today.
Today, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta watch
haven't
that.
I gotta
gotten a
tap
chance
in.
to watch it.
Tap in.
But I did rewatch the episodes that I had missed, and really, really dope stuff. Really, really dope stuff. That penultimate
We're back.
episode with a fucking cliffhanger. Like I got to see what happens there.
Yeah. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. All I'm gonna say, like, I watched that show and I love that show, but I'm telling you, I have no idea the scaling on their powers. Cause everybody look fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the strongest person. Well, by the end, I kind of have an idea of who the strongest person clearly is. But it's like the scaling. I need like a list of people, like based on all the things that we've seen in this show, like who.
And
the
you got to go
strongest-
back and watch the OG one too. Honestly,
Yeah.
With
But I'm
the
tapped
OG
in,
members.
and I can't wait till they come back again. So yeah, in a superhero tip, The Boys part season 5 is coming back too.
You next month, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it.
They need to start wrapping that up, though. I'm not gonna hold you. They need to start wrapping that up. It's a good show,
Yeah,
but
it's about time.
yeah,
Honestly,
it
don't
had a
drag
good
it.
run. It had a good
Don't
run.
drag it.
Yeah, facts. Don't overstay your welcome. We good? I'm gonna play some songs. I got a song for y'all. Some good shit for y'all.
It's been, man, my life has been consumed by a certain back and forth recently.
Yeah, I still go back to you for.
Nah, I got a refresher.
Yeah,
it's been tough, but yeah, I think I could pull something out.
All right, no problem. Well, I'm gonna start off first. You know what I'm saying? Last week I played Naomi, Sharon. This week I'm going in that same vibe because, like I said, I'm going on vacation, y'all. So I'm gonna play something by Majid Jordan and Naomi, Sharon. It's called "Waiting for You." Majid Jordan and Naomi, Sharon, "Waiting for You." Go check that out. That whole tape is fire. It's called "Good People" by Majid Jordan. A lot
Those
of
are
good
both
jams
Drake's
on
artists,
there.
right?
Definitely gotta go. Say that again.
Those are both Drake's artists, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Man, look at them doing stuff.
Yeah, that's good. Definitely went under the radar because I didn't know about this until one of the songs came up on my Discover Weekly. They've been cooking, so shout out to them.
You guys mind if I go next? I'm playing something a little bit different, but I also don't want to let this be the last song that we go off on for the next couple of weeks.
Word up, it's scared. Yeah, let's do it.
But also, before I actually play this song, we didn't get to talk about the Childish Gambino album that he re-released, finished and re-released. I was gonna play a song off of there, but that shit is long as hell. I did want to say to go watch the video that he dropped if you guys haven't. It's a fire ass video.
It's good. I like it.
It's a fire video, and that young nudie shit at the end is probably one of the greatest shots I've seen all this year. So, but anyway, this is my song for today. This is "Paralyzed" by Kevin Smiley. It's for you, Hot.
I pop pills and drink while I drive.
Not that part exactly.
Cause I don't care if I open my eyes. I guess those 12 steps don't work every time. Or maybe I started 40 steps behind. I Wake up 3:30 every day. It feels like no one cares for me anyway. So I drive my truck about 82 and a 25. 'Cause I need a bit of danger to feel alive. And I don't care what people think, as long as I can drink. I feel a little less dead inside. And I don't feel so paralyzed. Sitting in the dark, waiting to hear someone running to knock on my door and say, hey man, how are you feeling? It feels like no one cares for me anymore. If I go, if I stay, will my troubles wash away? Must be something I can do to help me cope. So I drive my truck about 82 and a 25. 'Cause I need a bit of danger to feel alive. And I don't care what people think, as long as I can drink. I feel a little less dead inside. And I don't feel so paralyzed.
That was Kevin Smiley, Paralyzed. Shout out to that young brother. Actually, he's from down here in Florida, a little bit more up north. But I came across that on Instagram. I gave it a shot because, oh look, this young black man doing country. Oh, let me give this a shot.
82 and a 25 is crazy though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, it's nuts. He's definitely because like I don't know how old he is exactly, but if you look at this guy, he looks like he's a young man, like 19, 20. So I hope he's not doing that. Though. Yeah, he's.
That's that pain that
deep.
was passed down from his uncle or his grandfather or some shit.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
That's for sure. Fire though. Whew. How close us out, man? What you got?
Yeah, so I've been going back to a certain artist.
Say his name, man.
Projects,
Stop. Don't pussyfoot around. Say the fucking name. Say the name.
Yeah, man. I've been listening. I've been going back all the way to Kendrick Lamar EP.
Let's go. I did too.
Overly Dedicated.
Yes, sir.
Section 80. Like I've just been running this man's track record, his whole discography out for the last 2 weeks, and especially Mr. Morale, because again, there's a certain place that album fits now with the current kind of state of where we sit with these two great artists. So I did want to play the outro to Mr. Morale because again, I just think honestly we should have known we should have known this nigga was gonna come with some other stuff. A lot of people felt like he was kind of calling it a career and kind of going into the sunset, and the truth is he was shedding a lot of this shit because he knew he was going to war. He knew that eventually when I do come back, I'm actually coming to smoke shit, and I don't want anything. I don't want no barriers on what's about to happen. It's
it's a confessional.
When a man goes to war, he when he knows he has to go to war, he has to cut off his friends and cut off his family and just be in that NY apartment, just nobody around, no loved ones. I don't want to experience no love. It's like doing a bid, and it feels like that's what he's been doing for the last 12 months. And, hopefully we get some new music coming soon. But,
for sure.
This is Mirror by Kendrick Lamar.
Let's go.
I choose me. feelings and tell you the truth. Lately I redirected my point of view. You won't grow, waiting on me. I can't live in the matrix, rather fall short of your graces. This time I won't trade places. Not about who's right, who's wrong. Evolve the only thing known. Ask me when I'm coming home. Blink twice again, I'm gone. I chose me, I'm sorry. 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 She woke up in the morning for the daily news. I was so low mourning through the family feuds. Baby, I told your story and laid down all the rules. Still, you won't grow, waiting on me. I chose me, I'm sorry. 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 Cause all of it's toxic. Girl, I'm not relevant to giving no profit. Personal gain of my pain is nonsense. Darling, my demons is off the leash for a mosh pit. Baby, I just had a baby, you know she need me. Working on myself and counseling is not easy. Don't you point a finger just to point a finger. Cause critical thinking is a deal breaker. Faith in one man is a ship sinking. Do yourself a favor and get a mirror that mirror grievance. They pointed at me so the reflection can mirror freedom. She told me that she need me the most, I didn't believe her. She even called me names on the post, the world can see it. Jokes and gaslighting, mad at me cause she didn't get my vote. She say I'm trifling, disregarding the way that I cope with my own vices. Maybe it's time to break it off, run away from the culture to follow my heart. I realize true love's not saving face, but unconditional. Where will you let me go? I trust you find independence. If not, then all is forgiven. Sorry I didn't save the world, my friend. I was too busy building mine again. I chose me, I'm sorry. 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 I chose me, I'm sorry.
What an end to a great album, man.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Mind you, that was after Mother I Sober, so like you literally needed something
man.
groovy.
I might have to spin the block on that album again because like I still think this might just be a me thing, maybe, but I definitely still view this as a classic for sure. I need to go back and re-listen, but it's like an experience. You know,
Drake might have made this a classic.
That's fair.
I hate that.
So my thing with, again, I know it's a great album. I agree that it's a great album, but I do think cultural impact matters, and I think if anything was the least culturally impactful, I think this one was probably the least culturally impactful rather, as opposed to like Damn, like DNA was a massive hit. You know what I mean? Humble was a massive hit. Then obviously To Pimp a Butterfly's too many songs on there became massive hits, and obviously Good Kid, Mad City, the same thing. So this is the least culturally, again, it was the least culturally impactful because it was the most personal, right? He wasn't talking about everybody. He was talking about himself. So of course that wouldn't resonate with people as much as the stuff that we all can kind of fit into, you know? So again, I'm okay with, it being one of the Tenet albums, one of those like, if you love Kendrick Lamar, you have to listen to this album.
Yeah, it's gonna grow on people. I think later on, people gonna revisit it just like they did with fucking Views, and they're like, it's actually a good album. Like, this is one of those albums that, like, if you weren't ready to listen to it when it came out, at one point in life, you'll understand better.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'm definitely spinning this back soon. I don't know if I want to do that before vacation though, because like it is a very heavy album for sure. But I listened to Auntie Diaries recently, and
it's not funny, but it's just that song was wild, bro. Like that song
a good
was
ass
very
fucking
wild.
song though. That's what I'm talking about. Like that shit is like a compact story. You know what I'm saying? It's so.
And I get people's,
enough
I get
Kendrick.
people's like,
go.
you know, all right, yeah, well, you know, let me one more thing. I get people upset about the dead naming and the, you know what I mean, and the you know, the F word, and,
but it's
and
from
him
the
using
perspective of
But right,
young
it's the
like,
classic. Is art? Does art have to not offend?
You have to identify the speaker. Like it's classic. You got to look at it as like literature. That's like the whole thing with literature. Who is speaking? Who is this person personifying and telling a story? He's not just saying that shit for no reason. Like fucking J. Cole did. Like on the first track of Born Sinner. You know what I'm saying?
On Born Sinner, Illuminati, I think that song was called.
Yeah, that shit was
just
like
mad random.
Why would you start your album off like that? You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those like, if we got to go back and take Nigger Tom out of all of the fucking Huckleberry Finn books and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the equivalent. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the equivalent. John Steinbeck wrote one of my favorite books, and he says nigga like 14 times in that book. You know what I'm saying? And he's a white man, so
it's real shit. It's real shit.
Yeah.
All right, man. We love y'all, but it's time to go. We just spent a lot of time with y'all. Why y'all cry? Don't cry. It's all right. We're gonna be back. Stop it already. Your Uber's outside. Just get it. It's all right. We're gonna talk soon. Don't worry.
We should have talked about the Oprah thing.
I know nobody can do what we do. I know you're gonna have to listen to another pod in place of our pod next week. And I know that makes you really sad. But you know what? We still love you and you still love us.
Lost generation.
So spin the block on us 2 weeks from now. Because we will be back. Hi, Damon and Tren Dollars. We love y'all. And if y'all miss us, go check out our clips that we're going to be posting. Because we are podcast on all socials, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all that shit. And we never asked y'all, but leave some reviews, man. Leave some reviews on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. You know, people, our shit's probably on YouTube. Our podcast is on YouTube, so people leaving comments. I like that. Spread some love. And of course, patreon.com/because we are a podcast. Shout out to the new patron, you know, friend of the show, Brent.
Hey, finally. Damn, nigga.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, word. What the fuck?
And if you're listening right now, if you like it, if we made you laugh, if we made you feel something, go subscribe. Because, you know, we do this for y'all because we love y'all. Do it for the love of the game. But everything always helps. You know, we give y'all more entertaining content. We just growing more. So, you know, help us help you.
A few will blow up or go as far as they can take it. My 9 to 5.
We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Again, I don't know how many times I gotta say this. Don't ask me for no episode next week because it's not coming.
I take it very seriously within this.
We love y'all though. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Touch me, but I come with the beautiful thing, and I bless the track plushly. Around the world, crowds love me from doing tours. Recipient of applause from all of you and yours. Creator of original sounds.